The ancient Greeks believed gymnastics to be the perfect symmetry between mind and body. The gymnastic system was mentioned in works by ancient authors such as Homer, Aristotle, and Plato. It included many disciplines that would later become separate sports such as swimming, racing, wrestling, boxing, and riding. Moreover, it was also used for military training. In its present form, gymnastics evolved in Bohemia and what is now Germany at the beginning of the 19th century. Two of the pioneers of the modern artistic gymnastics were the physical educator John Friedrich Gudmunds and Friedrich Ludwig Jahn, who was the first to lay down foundation and a set of rules. Initially limited to the floor exercise, artistic gymnastics gradually began introducing new pieces of equipment. The pomodors was one of the first of the new apparatus to be incorporated, followed by the horizontal bar, the parallel bars, and the ring were added to the competition program soon after. In the meantime, other pieces of apparatus and competition were phased out and integrated into other disciplines. Various countries had formed their own national gymnastics federation. The first to do so was Switzerland in 1832, followed by Germany, Belgium, Poland, Italy, and France. In 1881, the International Gymnastics Federation was founded, and it remains the governing body of the international gymnastics. It initially included only 3 countries and was called European Gymnastics Federation until 1921, when the first not European countries joined the federation and it was reorganized into its present form. The year 1932 saw the first meeting of the International Technical Committee, which in 1947 became the Technical Assembly. Then, in 1949, future FIG President Arthur Gander penned the first code of points for men's gymnastics. It was only 12 pages long. The current equivalent is more than 150 pages. Gymnastics was included in the program of the 1896 Summer Olympics, but women have been allowed to participate in the Olympics only since 1928. The World Championship held since 1903, but were open only to men until 1934. At the 1952 Olympics Games in Helsinki, artistic gymnastics adopted the form we know today, 6 events for men and 4 for the women. Since then, there has only been one further significant modification in the format, with the new vaulting table replacing the old vaulting horse in the 2001 World Championship in Ghent. It could be argued that the rhythmic gymnastics has its origin in the ancient Egypt, where aesthetic expression of a human form was encouraged and beauty elevated to a cult status. Rhythmic gymnastics would not be the sport it is today without Jean-Georges Navarre, regarded widely as a founder of a classic ballet, who developed the concept of a human body as a vector of expression, or François Delsarte, a seminal figure in the development of a modern dance. Delsarte's idea was that physical gesture had a spiritual dimension, and his ideas of movement and aesthetics matched the rudimentary principles of rhythmic gymnastics. Also important in the development of the discipline was the iconic American ballerina Isadora Duncan, who created the notion of modern dance as we know it today. Duncan broke all the taboos, giving importance to natural movement, beauty, and freedom of expression. So did Émile Jacques Dalcroze, a magician and teacher, whose idea was inspired by the mixture of music and dance. In the 1920s, Dalcroze's theories found a ready audience in the newly established Soviet Union, and Moscow's Institute of Physical Culture even founded an eurythmics department. In 1946, this activity became a sport in its own right, practiced exclusively by women and known as rhythmic sportive gymnastics. The first events were all-around, floor, and hoop. Later were added ball, clubs, ribbon, and rope. The first World Championship in rhythmic gymnastics were held in Budapest in 1963. The same year, rhythmic gymnastics became a FIG discipline. Rhythmic became part of the Olympics program in the 1984, and 12 years later, also the rhythmic group gymnastics. Depiction of trampoline-like devices have been found in the ancient China, Egypt, and Iran. Later, trampolines would be found in Alaska, where Eskimos would use them as both sport activity and survival tool. The idea of the modern trampoline came in 1934 to an American gymnast named George Nissen, inspired by watching circus acrobats falling into the flexible safety net and use their bound to perform acrobatic skills. As a sport, trampolining was slow to catch on. The first US national championship in trampoline were held in 1948, but the World Championship in trampoline were not held until 1964. In 1961, the International Gymnastics Federation rejects 11-1 the Rudolf Spitz suggestion to include trampoline as a FIG discipline. In the 1999, trampoline became a FIG discipline, and it has been part of the Olympic program since the Sydney Games in 2000. The word aerobic came to prominence in 1875 when Louis Pasteur discovered that certain aerobic bacteria needs oxygen to survive. During 1960s, an American doctor named Ken Cooper developed a series of aerobic exercises designed to combat cardiovascular disease. Cooper's methods were popularized in a series of exercise videos with the movie star James Fonda during 1970s and became part of a worldwide fitness trend during 1980s. In 1993, Affiliated Federation officially asked the International Gymnastics Federation to introduce aerobic as a discipline in the FIG competition program. In 1995 took place the first World Championship, and in 1996, the FIG president Bruno Grandi officially recognized aerobic gymnastics as a FIG discipline. The original idea of Copernicus, founder of the FIG, of gymnastics for the masses did not disappear. By the time FIG was established, gymnastics had been rooted into the fitness regimes of soldiers, and the military influence on the sports like marching out, saluting the judge, and flags parade is still evident today. Copernicus continued to cultivate his favorite brand of sport, which was about facilitating social cohesion. His vision followed the message long promulgated by the founding fathers of the activities, including Pestalozzi, Rousseau, Yan, and Link. Gymnastics is often described as the base of all sport. Anyone, regardless of age, shape, or handicap, can take part in gymnastics for all activities as part of a daily fitness routine. The Gymnastics for All is the oldest and original section of the International Gymnastics Federation, where to find competitive and non-competitive activities and all minor disciplines considered for the FIG. From 1953, the Gymnastrada is considered one of the multiple world championships. Other remarkable events are the Gym for Life, first edition in 2009, and the Golden Age, first edition in 2005.